The Academy's deceased ate it all. Chapter 0. I had been bending my back for a while and it was hurting like crazy. Let's see. In case I forgot to pack anything, I straightened my back and looked around the room. It wasn't like there were so many things that I could forget to leave out, but when I gathered them all in one place, I realized that I had very few things. The fact that I could not fill 2 boxes even if I combined a couple of books and other trivial items with clothes, made me nauseous. After looking at the box like that for a while, I started to fiddle around with the places I had arranged for nothing. As I did so, something touched my hand in the deepest part of the drawer. It was a game console. As soon as I saw it, I began to recall memories of the past without realizing it. It was still there. Even as an adult, I could still feel the weight of it. I almost instinctively pressed the power of the game console, but there was no response. When I opened the game console, there was a familiar game software inside. Clouds on the Horizon. It was a game I bought with my pocket money when I was young. The memories of that time were so vivid that I still remembered the story. I had never been much of a gamer, but I played this game for a long time to the point where I was called a deceased, stagnant water. I pressed the power button again, but there was still no response whether it was broken or discharged because it had been left alone for years. I glanced through it. I came out of the memories that had been soaked for a while, and naturally, put it in the box. I didn't have to bring it, but I kind of wanted to. Phew. Now there was really nothing more to pack. I tied it tightly with tape over and over again in case the box would burst. There was no need to call people because the 2 boxes of luggage were the only thing to move. Woo! Today was the last day I could look around the inside of the house. It was time, so I was the only one in the house. Perhaps that was why, looking at the empty living room, I felt certain loneliness. However, I let out a small sigh, remembering that I was later than expected and that if I was delayed like this, I would not be able to arrive on time, let alone unpack and rest. Tuck. I closed the door without hesitation. Whoa. I moved my stiff body and wriggled under the blanket on the floor. In the end, I missed the bus yesterday and even got lost. Because of that, I had a hard time all day long carrying my luggage. So, as soon as I arrived at the new house, I fell asleep right away without unpacking my luggage. While lying down and staring blankly at the ceiling, I suddenly felt that the ceiling was unfamiliar. For a moment, I thought about it but immediately remembered that I had just moved. I couldn't help but burst out laughing. Then I noticed that the clothes I was wearing were strangely large. What? I got up right away. Indeed, my clothes really had gotten bigger. It wasn't a huge difference, but at least it was a difference that I could feel with my body. Was I too tired the night before to notice? As I was thinking about it, I suddenly realized that I was hungry. I took my phone and wallet as I got up from my seat. I thought I should just go out and grab a bite. And when I opened the door and went outside, the world had changed.